Welcome to The Explainer. Look, if you're a focused learner trying to cut through all the daily noise and just get straight to the facts, you are absolutely in the right place. Today, we're tackling something big. We are completely dismantling the widespread, everyday anxiety around artificial intelligence. Because, instead of buying into those doom and gloom headlines you see everywhere, we're actually uncovering the hard, evidence-based data on how AI is acting as a massive catalyst for economic growth. We're going to see exactly how it's supercharging the future of work.
Okay, let's quickly map out our roadmap for today. We'll be hitting 5 key areas. 1. The AI job boom. 2. The new AI workforce. 3. AI securing our finances. 4. Revolutionizing global healthcare. And finally, number 5, upskilling for tomorrow.
So it's the elephant in the room, right? Will artificial intelligence really replace your career? I mean, let's be real. There is this very tangible, almost dystopian fear of mass unemployment just echoing through office hallways right now. And hey, it is totally understandable to feel that anxiety. But before we just accept that dark narrative, we really need to look at what the actual research, the hard global data says about this technological shift.
All right, diving into Section 1, the AI job boom, from disruption to net growth.
To really grasp the true scale of this shift, we're going to pull from the World Economic Forum's Future of Jobs Report 2025. It is literally one of the most comprehensive looks at global labor trends out there. And based on their data, I just want to ask you directly, is AI actually here to take your job?
Well, the answer lies in this shock and awe number right here, 78 million. The World Economic Forum is projecting a net increase of 78 million jobs globally by 2030, all thanks to AI and info processing tech. Think about that. That completely flips the narrative of mass joblessness on its head. We aren't looking at some employment apocalypse. We are literally looking at an engine of unprecedented job creation.
Let's just break down the math real quick so you can see exactly where that number comes from. The WEF projects that, yes, 92 million jobs will indeed be displaced or shifted by 2030. That's the disruption everyone is terrified of. However, that number is vastly outweighed by the creation of 170 million entirely new roles. So AI isn't just automating old, boring tasks. It's generating entirely new demands, totally new industries, and ways of working that simply did not exist a few years ago.
Moving right along to Section 2, the new AI workforce, premium skills and emerging roles.
Now, shifting our focus from the massive global economy down to your actual paycheck, what does this mean for you? Well, according to PwC's 2025 Global AI Jobs Barometer, which, by the way, analyzed nearly 1 billion job ads, employers are willing to pay top dollar for AI competency. We are talking about a massive 56% average wage premium for workers with AI skills compared to baseline roles without them. 56%! And that premium has more than doubled from the previous year. So, if you want to increase your earning power, this is, without a doubt, the most direct route.
But the crucial question is, what exactly are these high-paying roles, right? We're seeing fascinating new career paths popping up. We're talking about prompt engineers, AI trainers, machine learning specialists, AI compliance officers, and even AI ethicists. Because here's the thing, AI doesn't just run magically on its own. It desperately requires a human in the loop. We literally need humans to train it, manage its outputs, ensure it actually complies with regulations, and guide it in the right direction.
Okay, Section 3, AI securing our finances, real-world industry application. Let's look at how these new roles are practically applied out there in the real world. In the financial sector alone, generative AI could add up to $340 billion annually. Just look at the stark difference between traditional and AI-powered banking. Traditional banking relied on reactive fraud detection, figuring out what happened after the crime was committed and your money was already gone. But AI-powered banking completely flips that script. Barclays, for instance, has deployed these advanced AI systems that monitor transactions in real time. They're identifying and blocking fraudulent activity before the crime even happens. It's a total game changer.
And it's not just back-office security either. It's frontline customer service. 1.5 billion, that is the staggering number of customer interactions handled by Bank of America's AI chatbot, Erica. This brilliantly illustrates how AI assists human teams. It handles all those routine, everyday inquiries, which drops wait times and delivers 24/7 personalized service. And the best part? That frees up human financial advisors to handle the complex, high-value problem solving that absolutely requires a human touch.
Let's pivot slightly for Section 4,
revolutionizing global healthcare, diagnostics, and delivery.
Going from wealth to health, notice how the comprehensive life cycle of AI, as detailed by PwC India here, wraps around the entire medical profession. The key takeaway? It's not replacing doctors, it is empowering them across the entire spectrum of care. It's accelerating early detection, refining diagnoses, aiding in really complex decision-making, personalizing treatments, and even optimizing end-of-life care and ongoing medical research.
To really understand the real-world impact of this, let's look at a specific geographical challenge, India. Now, India has actually made great strides lately. Their national doctor-to-patient ratio has improved to 1 to 854, which actually beats the WHO recommendation. But there is a massive geographical disparity. 70% of their healthcare facilities are situated in urban areas, serving just 30% of the population. That leaves a huge rural population really struggling for basic access to modern specialists.
But here is the incredible opportunity to bridge those exact gaps. Think about how AI-infused machine learning models can analyze radiological images and pathological reports completely remotely. This means a patient in a rural village can have their scans analyzed with the help of AI, bringing expert-level diagnostic speed to places where skilled technicians just aren't readily available. And on top of that, scaling these AI health solutions acts as a massive labor market incentive, creating highly paid jobs across the entire region.
Finally, Section 5, Upskilling for Tomorrow, Education and Adaptation.
So we've seen the data, we've seen the jobs, and we've seen the real-world impact. Now, how do you actually transition into this highly paid, heavily assisted AI workforce? Well, the first step is institutional adaptation, and we're already seeing it happen at the absolute highest levels. Just look at MIT's Schwarzman College of Computing. They aren't just teaching AI to computer scientists anymore. They are integrating AI education across literally all academic disciplines. Whether you're studying biology, economics, or literature, AI is becoming a foundational tool, kind of like learning to use a computer or the internet was a couple of decades ago. So what's the game plan? Here are the key takeaways you should definitely keep in mind. First, embrace lifelong learning. The democratization of AI resources means that jumping on an online platform to learn, say, prompt engineering is easier than ever. Second, for organizations, HR departments have got to lead the charge in reskilling and upskilling programs. It's all about building your workforce from within. And third, we need strong public-private partnerships to ensure these educational pathways are accessible to everyone, smoothing the whole transition into this new economy.
We started this explainer by confronting that very real fear of job loss. But as we've seen, the hard data tells a profoundly different story. With a projected net gain of 78 million jobs, soaring wage premiums, and just incredible, life-saving advancements in fields like finance and healthcare, AI is undeniably an engine of creation, not just disruption. It is actively building the future of work. So the only question left to ask yourself is, what will your role be? Thanks so much for learning with us today. Keep exploring, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next explainer.